Hello everyone. In last class I have already discussed about how we open the file, built-in function, the syntax of built-in function open. Third one is how to read the file data. Okay. Hello everyone. In last Hello everyone. This is Sarvachan Verma, and currently I am working as assistant professor in IT department at Ajay Kumargar Engineering College, Ghaziabad. And in last class I have discussed read function. Okay. Now today I am going to discuss readline function. Okay. Basically, readline function read the data line by line. Okay. But the return type of readline function is also string, just like a read function. Okay. The syntax of readline function is two. First one, it return one line at a time, and second syntax give the size. Okay. So size specify the number of bytes to be read from the file. Note, readline function read at n most n bytes. However, does not read more than one line. Make sure readline function read one line at a time. Okay. Suppose we have one line. Suppose I want to read this line. Okay. But the size of this line is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The size of this line is 7 byte. And I am going to read the data like read line 8 or 9 byte. Okay. In that situation, you will see here there is a no read the 9 bytes from the file. They have only read only one line at a time. While giving the size, you have to specify the how many bytes in a particular line you want to read. Okay, good. You will see here the program read data line by line from the file. Okay, same file text data.txt I have opened in the read mode, and I am going to read the line, first line, then print that line, then second line, that third line, and finally I am going to close. It will return the data line by line. It will print the data line by line. Okay. Now, point to be noted about readline function. Basically, readline function read the leading and tailing space along with tailing new line character while reading the line. It means you cannot remove leading and tailing space by strip function. Okay. So basically, this is the problem with the readline function. While reading the line, it will read the leading and tailing space also. But what is the leading and tailing space? You will see here. While this is one file, you will see here. This is the leading space. This is the leading space, and this is the tailing space. Okay. If you want to run this line, this line will be read as a space, then def, then something. So this is the problem with the readline function, is that readline function read the data in the you also include the leading and tailing space. How we can remove this leading and tailing space? Python provide one strip function to remove the leading and tailing space. Okay. The syntax of leading and tailing space I will discuss. Okay. You will see here, this is the program to count the size of file in byte. Okay. How we can, suppose we have one file. Okay. You will see here, this file contain the tailing space. This file contain the tailing space. Now you check here. I have opened a file in reading mode. Now this is a line variable which contain the data. This is the size contained to 0. While line, first line will be read by the readline function. With the help of len function, I am going to count the number of bytes stored in the L. Then finally, size equals size plus 1. So basically size is 0 plus L. What is the L? 5. Okay. We can calculate entire bytes of the file, and finally you will see here our file contain the 44 bytes. Okay. But this code contains the leading and trailing space of the file, because leading and trailing space are invisible space because this is the space. Okay. Now program to count the size of file in byte after removing leading and trailing space using strip function. You will see here, I am read this file. Okay. After read this file, I am going to count the total size. After counting the total size, I am going to strip the space, leading and trailing space, because strip function is used to remove the leading and trailing space. Suppose take one first example. Suppose we have one string, and this is the string. String contain hello, 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 and this is the. So this file contain the data from this space to this space. Okay. Now I am going to write as.strip. Immediately I will get the output like hello. It will remove this space and this space. This is the one space and this is, I think, 3 space. This space will be removed. In that situation, at the first line, I am going to count the total size of the file, and inside the size variable, I am going to count the only space. I am going to count the number of bytes after removing the leading and trailing space. If we run this code, you will see here the total size in byte contain 44 and the size in byte after removing space is 41 bytes. So you will see here previous file contain the 44 bytes. After removing the leading and trailing space, we will get 41 bytes. So this is the beauty of a strip function. Next one is readline function. Basically readline function, read lines, not a read line. Read lines function read the entire data of the file and written in the form of list. Okay, you will see here. This is the file text data.r. I am going to read the data. Okay, you will see here this file, this code, we will get the data in the form of list. You will see here entire data. First line contain hello /n because text file contain the end of line character, comma. This is the second line, this is the third line. You will see here, I am going to discuss one thing. You will see here, basically in Python, we have 3 type of function. First one is reading a data. We have one function is read. Second one is read line, and third one is read lines. Okay, ठीक है. Return type. What is the return type? Return type of read function is string. Return type of read line function is string. And read line of lines function is list. Okay. Similarly, read function has 2 syntax, read and read number of bytes. Similarly, read line read function read one line at a time. First thing, and second thing, it has 2 syntax, read line, and second one is read line size, same. Okay. So this is the conclusion about the reading function in Python. Okay, first one is read, second one is read line, and third one is read lines. Okay. Now I am going to the next topic, writing onto the file. So basically Python provide two built-in functions to write the data into the file. First one is write and second one is write lines. Okay. So basically you will see here the syntax. The write function take the argument as a string and write lines function take the argument as a in the form of list. Okay. So we can write the data inside the file in the form of a string also and as well as in the form of list also. Okay. This is the program to create a file and store name of 5 students. Okay. Now take a very bit special care. I am going to open a file in the form of write mode because of this is my intention to write the data inside the file. Okay. This loop will be run 5 times. First time enter the student name. Okay, the first student name I have write the Varun, and by the file object fout, this is the fout is the file object. With the help of file object I am going to write the name of a particular student. Okay, this entire data will be write by this line inside the file student dot txt. Okay, this is the when you open student.txt file in current working directory, you will see all data has been write inside the file. Okay. Now similarly you can write the data in the form of list. Inside this every name I will append inside the list. This is the list. Finally with the help of write line function I am pass the list name. Entire data will be put inside the file name student.txt. Okay. So basically I have discussed how to write the data, and in previous lecture I have already discussed how to open the file, how to check the attributes, file name, modes, readable, file is closed or not, and in this lecture I am going to discuss read lines functions, read lines, write and write line function. Now in next example I am going to discuss copy the content of one file into another file. This is very important concept. Suppose we have one file. Okay, suppose we have one file. This is the file, suppose karo abc.txt. This is the one file, and here some line will be written Python programming. N number of data will be here, no issue at all. By this abc.file.txt, I am going to copy this content and paste inside the another file which is called the final.txt. This data I want to put inside the second file which is final.txt. Okay, what is the code? Okay, first I am going to open the file fout equal open abc.txt in which mode? Reading mode. Okay, then I am take any file, I am open a second file, open. What is the file name is final.txt, comma, reading mode. Reading mode. Okay. Now I am going to read the entire data from the file. Which file? abc.txt. How we can write? How we can read? With the help of read function. F out dot read. Entire data will be read of the file abc.txt. Now I am going to write the content inside the file final.txt. Now f in dot write, what is line? You will see here the return type of read function is string. Similarly, the argument take by the write function is also string. Data will be write. Now I am going to close first file fout.close, and second one is fin.close. fin.close. This is very 4 to 6 line of code in Python to read the content of one file and paste inside the another file. Okay, so this is the complete code. Okay, so this is total about the file handling. Okay, how we can to read the data, how you can write the data. Okay, finally in next class I will discuss the object oriented concept. Thank you very much.